Hello, TikTok family. Long time no see. You might hear dogs barking in the background because I have them in my office today. I'm just on here doing one reading today for somebody, but if everybody sits crisscross applesauce and have good manners, then I can pull some cards for people. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting for Patricia to get here, please come in and tell me where you're from and how's everybody doing. We are in Oregon. We just had a big heat wave. Thank goodness it's cooling down. I cannot wait for more mellow weather. They were like, move to Oregon. It's nice and cool and shady. And it's not. It's like 100 degrees outside. So you guys fooled me. Hi Trish, how are you? I'm just waiting for, I'm just waiting for a moderator or two. Loopy from Vegas, 114 oy vey. Hi, Elena. You were just thinking of me. Are you psychic or what? You're psychic. And then, of course, with that come allergies. If you guys have any eye drops for puffy eyes for allergies, I'm here for it. Wanda, you're in Tigard, Oregon. Yep, you know, that's a cute little town. Weather is like, it's not okay. You know when it wasn't really okay? Is the first summer we moved here, and you guys, Wanda, you guys had 111. Not cool, because half the people are like, well, it's just heat, Julie, you're fine. They don't understand that in Oregon, it's usually 70 or 80 degrees, so places do not have air conditioning units. Like the sushi place I went to, the movie theater, they're just not ready for this kind of heat, right, Wanda? And so a lot of the apartments and houses that you would rent, no air conditioning, none. But we do have Dutch Brothers, and I love the Dutch Brothers off of 99. Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Are they prescription? Day. Okay. Eye drops, thank you. Because I have, oh, they're not prescription. Okay, because I have allergies, and it's just, ever since I was little, my eyes get puffy when the allergies come. Oh, thank you so much, yeah. I'd like to not have puffy eyes, but whatever, if that's like the worst of it. Hey, Ashley. So I was just waiting for one of my moderators to come on. If you're just coming in, hi, my name is Julie. I'm a psychic medium. I absolutely love what I do. Oh my gosh, it's $25 a bottle for the eye drops, but they're worth it. Hey, I'll take it for the relief. I cannot go all summer looking like I've been crying all day or like I need 8 hours of sleep. So thank you for that. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love all of it. Sarah, hey, how are you? I love your name, Sarah Desiree. It just seems like it should be like Ariana Grande, Sarah Desiree. Good. Wanda, you're saying thumbs up too? Yeah, because like cover up's only doing so much, but whatever. This is about you guys today. Okay, so I do have Trish or Patricia. Are you in the house, sweetie? I'm going to do your reading today. And I don't know if you have about 1,000 followers where you want to come on, or if you just want to do it in the text. It's up to you. There she is. Thank you. Okay, so if you guys could do me a favor, you may be muted if you comment, so do me a favor. Okay, no worries. There's Kim. Hi, Kim. And Kim is our superstar #1 Wonder Woman moderator. Please follow her, give her some love today, and please let's send her puppy some good vibes. She's going through some challenges, and I know when I was going through that with Delilah, you guys were here for me. Thank you so much. I'm not sure, Ashley. I can address that after I'm done. Right now, I know Kim's doing the moderating. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I'm not techie. I don't know how to work this whole thing. Yeah, I don't know, Ashley. So bizarre. So right now what I'm going to do is, it's okay, I have Kim, and I'm just trying to channel for Trish. So thank you guys for being here. Everybody sit back and relax. Thanks, Ashley. So Kim and Trish are the only ones who should be commenting. It's so that I can concentrate on the person I'm reading. So you will be muted if you're talking during the readings, but after that, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for people. So right now, just sit back and relax. And Trish, thank you for being here. Please let me know who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know who they are in relationship to you. Hi, Isaac. Sorry, sweetie, I'm just starting a reading right now for Trish. So if everybody could just hold your comments. Nana, okay. I don't know, did your Nana always wear red lipstick or something? Or do you always have to have red lipstick? I just saw a red tube of lipstick and she kept showing me that. Does that make any sense to you? You do. Okay, that she shows me that as well. And she's talking about you're the heart of the family. Are you the one to help? Oh, okay, was she? Okay, hold on one second. Was your Nana the rock of the family? And then when she passed away, you keep trying to get the family together, but they all feel so spread out. It doesn't feel like the family gets together as much as they used to when she was here. Do you understand? Because she's like, all this separation wouldn't be happening under my watch. Does that make sense to you? All the traditions. Yes, okay. But she's saying you're doing a good job of that. You're doing a good job of that. This is in left field. But do you make hot dogs for your kids today or something? Is it hot dog, corn dog? I'm trying to give you this reading and all I can taste is a hot dog, and it's usually their way to show me that this is what you're eating. Yes, okay. So funny. I was like, I don't want to taste hot dogs right now, although that does sound very good. Okay, so when spirits cross over in their family, some of them are just family. They're just hanging out with you as ancestors wanting to help you, and some of them are your guide. Your Nana feels like your guide. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And is there somebody named like Matt or Matthew? I'm getting an M-A. It can be Mary too, but I thought it was a guy, either here or crossed over. Yes, okay. So as long as it's making sense to you, that's all that matters to me. Okay, this can be on your side, your husband's side. There's like a Matthew, Matt, Max, and it can be here or crossed over. They show me people that they have with them. And like I said, can be related. You do. Okay, you do. Okay, as long as this is making sense to you, that's all that matters. Cousin. Okay, perfect. See how they know, and they'll just start bringing everybody in. And I just keep seeing that over and over again. Hold on one second. I saw it fleeting, but it was like somebody had, did you just get a dog or somebody have a dog? I just saw a dog collar, but it reminded me of the kind that people put on a pit bull for some reason. Is that making any sense to you? So I don't know if that's around the Matt or Max, or if you guys have that, but it's a dog with a spiky collar, unless the dog's name is Spike, because there's like spikes on a collar. Is this making any sense to you when I say that? I mean, humans can wear these too, and they're kind of like emo, but I didn't think so. I think it was like on a dog. Oh, you lost your dog's collar this week. That's why they're, how crazy. They're like the dog collar, the dog collar. See, they know. Do you know what I mean? They've been watching over you. They see everything. I don't know if you got to a point where your kids were getting older or are getting older and you're like, we'll have time together, honey, because they'll move out of the house. But like nobody's moving out of the house. And you guys are all, wait a minute. I thought by this time people would be moving out of the house. So I don't know why I keep seeing this. She's all right. And there's so much. I just keep seeing like, you'll go to the store. Yes, you'll go to the store. You'll go to Costco, Sam's Club, get all the stuff. And like within 2 days, it's gone. But not only are they over there, but their friends are coming over. Do you know what I mean? So if you literally said, these kids are eating us out of house and home. I hear that. That's so funny. We need to put a GoFundMe page for you, because it looks like not only do you have 3 kids? Okay, because I see 3 kids and then I see everybody, all of them over their front. 4. Okay. Are there 3 boys and like 1 girl? Because there's like 3 that are the same and then 1. Or the other way around. But it feels like you have a lot of male energy around you for some reason. Oh, 2 boys and 2 girls. Okay, perfect. There's something about 3 with it, and that's okay. I'll just put it to the side. Say the thing that you were just going to say again. Unless one of them is, are you having challenges with your the third child? Say the other thing that you're going to say. Yes, okay, that's why they're saying that. You know how when you have, yeah, see how they know? They're all the third. I'm like, she has 3 kids. They're like, no, 4. I'm having problems with the third. They're just very strong-willed. Do you understand? Show the other thing that you were just going to say about, I don't know if you had chatted about this, but this is where your grandfather comes in. So I have to ask, was your grandfather into construction, or did he own his own business or something? Because he comes through with that kind of energy. And also, he's showing me that you guys have been thinking about purchasing a plot of land, or you have a plot of land. There's like, this is very close to you, where you want to build like a bunch of tiny houses on the property and then have a small communal area. Is this making any sense to you? Because this is coming from your grandfather, very much watching over you saying, oh, I'm freezing. Is it freezing now still? Okay. Your grandfather is coming through. Can you hear me now? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle, thumbs. Just let me know if you can. Yes? Okay, thanks. Say it again. So your grandfather, 1, did he own his own business, or was he into construction or something? And the second thing is this, because he comes in with that kind of energy, and he comes in with me, making me think that you guys have been thinking about either buying a large plot of land, or you already have a large plot of land to build a bunch of houses on it for family. Like, that's how I see it. It just makes me feel like our kids won't be able to buy a house, so we're just going to do this, and we're going to put a bunch of houses on one property. And I just keep seeing that. You have been talking about it. Okay, see, how would I know that? So I always say that they see things that have happened, of course. They see things you're currently going through, like you guys are eating hot dogs today and the kids are eating you out of house and home. They see that. And then they also, yes, they just said, and then you got to spend so much needed time apart, which is something you guys haven't done for a long time. But I know that because we were texting, but see, they know that too. Say the other thing that you're going to say. And then they know that you've been thinking about property, getting property. And they are saying like the timing is good. The timing is good for that because of whatever the prices are for other people. They're not able to afford that, but you guys could. That's how the feeling is coming to me as well with that. Did you, this is random, but do you own your own company? And if so, are you thinking of selling it? Is someone selling like a business idea or a company? Yeah, you'd love to. So just know that we want to manifest and we start to think about something over and over again, even if it defies logic. That's our spirit's way of saying, I'm here for you. This is possible. Yes, okay, for your company. So I see that too. Do you understand? This is random, but was someone, say it again. Did someone back in the day, this is old timing, so this has to be grandparents. Did someone on your side or your husband's side of the family sell door-to-door vacuum cleaners? Like back in the day, people sold like Kirby vacuum cleaners. And I just keep seeing that. That's so random. That's so random. Am I still freezing or can you see me? Your grandfather. See how they know. They'll bring up really significant things that I would not know. And I'm like, someone sold door-to-door vacuum cleaners. And Grandpa's like, it's me. You of all, you really, it's so funny because I thought you were a lot like your Nana, and it feels like that, but your determination and wanting to provide for your family, and that you'll do anything and you won't take no for an answer, kind of reminds me of your grandfather. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I have a sister and she made up this word. She calls it stick-to-itiveness, which isn't even a word, I don't think, unless now it is. Yes, does that so funny? But for some reason I feel like your Nana around you the most as far as like a guide, but your grandfather's there for like business sense. Do you understand? Because he was the one who's like, you just got to try it. You're not going to know how to try it. You're not going to know if it's going to work unless you try. And you have that. It's like courageousness. I don't know why he just said this. Did your grandfather have chickens or something? Or did he actually use the joke? Say it again. Why did the chicken cross the road here? I'm asking him for something like really specific, and he goes, ask her, why did the chicken cross the road? So I don't know if he told silly grandpa jokes or if he had chickens. I don't know, but I have to say everything if it doesn't make any sense to me. He's like talking about all this and he's like, ask her why the chicken crossed the road. I'm like, all right, I have to ask everything. Yes, he had chickens to definitely tell jokes. Yeah, like silly jokes like that. Yeah, okay. So he's very much around you. Corny jokes. Yep, that's the feeling I was getting. Like he's like, ask her why the chicken crossed the road. I was like, okay, Pops, you're in control of this whole thing. So I don't know in your life if you got the short end of the stick. If in your own family you have had to deal with people who are envious or jealous or put you down. Is this making any sense to you? Because you just said you got the short end of the stick on that. And so as they cross over and they look at their life, it's one thing to be bullied at school, which is no joke either. It's another thing to feel that way in your family. Does that make sense to you? So he's got your back. I don't know if he or your nanny would be like, honey, I gotta tell you something. And honey, I just keep hearing that. It's so cute because it reminds me, there's this little girl on here. I think she's special needs, and she's doing her mom's nails, and her mom's like, oh, you're messing up my nails. And the little girl goes, honey, I'm trying my best. But she sounds like a grandmother. I'm like, that's her grandmother reincarnated. But I keep wanting to call you honey. So I don't know if someone would, where's that from, where they would do that? Honey. Yeah. Just know I'm hearing that. And you're a licensed nail tech. That's so funny. See, how would I know that? Yep, that's from the skit. But I also feel like, honey, I got to tell you something. Honey, I got to tell you something. And it reminds me of like, you know what it reminds me of is, where's Mama Tot from? Alabama, how she talks like that. So it's definitely Midwest. Like, okay, honey. Okay, honey. It's so cute. And you're a licensed nail tech. Of course you are. See? They'll show me things. I'll start to see, hear, and feel things once I connect with your energy. And I always say this is their love for you and your love for them. And I'm just channeling it. I'm just relaying the message. And this is their way of saying, I'm watching over you. All your dreams are coming true. Whatever you went through before can be transformed into something beautiful. In other words, your pain can be transformed into your purpose. Yes. And now that they're crossed over, when they were here living, you had dealt with some things that they were not aware. I don't know if did you not meet your Nana? Did you not get to say goodbye to Nana? Because now that I just heard she didn't get to meet me. She didn't get to say goodbye or something like that. So as they cross over, they look at their life and they do a life review. If they weren't able to change something or stand up for you. No, I met her, but she passed away when you were 4, so you didn't get a chance to say goodbye. So you were going through some things at the age of 4 that she did not know about. Oh, I'm so sorry. So you didn't get to go to the funeral. That's why. She's like, honey, she would say, honey, I'm telling you. Because she goes, honey, we're not going to worry about that. Not today. Today's you're in my day. For the rest of your life, I'm here by you. Where I wasn't there before, I'm here now. Yeah. And as much as I like your Nana, and she's very kind and has good manners, God help anybody who tried to wrong you. Do you know what I mean? That's all I want to say. I would think it would be Grandpa, right? Nope. You got to watch out for Nana. She's going to come out with a shotgun and cowboy and army boots. Like and you're the same way when it comes to people meet you and they think you're so little and the sweetest thing ever and you've got such good manners. But if anybody like does anything to your family, and they're telling me that you're small but mighty, and your husband's like a big brewski. Yeah, don't cross us. Hello. Your husband's a big brewski, so it looks like your husband would be the one to stand up, but you're like, you'll jump on it first. You do not like, you'll call out wrongdoings or, yes, people treated unjustly. It's amazing. So just so you know, this is how they're coming through very strong and letting you know that all of your dreams are coming true. Everything that you wanted before, where it seems like it was taking a long time, or I always say rejection is protection. If you wanted a business partner and that person didn't join you, if you wanted a certain spot and you didn't get it, you might not see it at the time, but rejection is protection, and you are on the right path for this. Do you understand? You are on the right path. So they also show me 777. So whenever I see that, I know that you're coming into luck. Like, I want it, I got it, I want it, I got it. So this is really a fast manifestation time for you. Try not to go too much into logic, like, well, we can't afford that right now, so we're not going to get it. Don't let that keep you from looking. Go out there and look. Do you know what I mean? Look for the deal, look for the opening, like something surely is going to come your way. I just keep seeing that. And maybe something fell through, or someone's tired of listing their property for so long and they just want it gone already. There is something like, trust the timing, the right place at the right time. I just keep hearing that. Does that make sense to you? And I feel like you felt like that like 5 or 6 years ago and it didn't come, so you're a little weary now. Just know, when I do readings for people like you, you're kind of like a visionary then. You're going to see something way before it's time. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And you've been through too much to, say it again, too much to deny your intuition. You know now that once you know, if you know it, you know it. It means something for a reason. And I don't know, as I'm pulling back to see anything else, I started seeing dancers. So I don't know if you have something with your company for dancers. I don't, or if kids are in dance. I don't know if that's making any sense to you. Or you're starting to take dance lessons. I have no idea. I just pulled back and I was like, dancing. Very shiny outfits. I just saw the Barbie movie. Reminds me of that. Are you get out of here. Your business is exotic dancers. Are you kidding me? And you just did go to Vegas. This is so funny. I was like, dancers, something about dancers. The fantasy girls. See, I'm telling you, there's something. Yes, but I feel like something about it's about time to sell the company for some reason. I just keep hearing that. I don't know if it's If you can't sleep, or if you have to do it in the evening, or you can't spend time with family, or why I see that, but just know your grandfather says a smart business person works smarter, not harder. So let this work for you. I don't know if that's making any sense to you at all. So I am pulling back a little bit, sweetie. I always tell people, I don't know these things. They're like, I did a reading with this lady and she knew everything. I don't know these things. I'm channeling their love for you and your love for them. And once I remove myself from the situation, this energy is ever flowing to you, and they're showing you signs, and they're communicating with you. Our society doesn't know how to look for signs. Like, we're not brought up that way. Other cultures do. They talk to their loved ones. Little kids are very open. If they see a feather or a butterfly, they know that's Nana. Or they see a cardinal, they know that's Papa trying to say hi to them. There's no question there. So this is how it works, but they are around you. I hope this reading brought you some comfort today. They're coming in very strong, and I do feel like where things were kind of slow and taking a long time to come to fruition, I feel like now it's going to speed up for you. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Now it feels like the Ariana Grande song, I want it, I got it, I want it, I got it. So whenever anybody's going through this, I always say, be careful for what you ask for, because you just may get it. Okay? Yeah, sometimes I had a friend, she was doing backwards manifestation. Do you know what that is? That's like when you're like, I'm gonna buy a new house. It'll probably break down, because that would just be my luck. Like, catch yourself from that, from doing that. Does that make sense? Catch yourself. Like, I'm gonna do this and da 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 da, but just my luck, it won't happen. So careful for what you're saying. Yeah, you and other people too. So thank you, Trish. Thank you for allowing me to give you this reading today. And if anybody's on here watching too, I do have this book called I Am Home. If you're interested in reading something more about, like, how does this work, or how do my angels look after me, or am I a psychic medium? Are they communicating with me? I wrote this book, tells my story, to show you guys how it worked for me, in hopes that you'll start to pick up some things that you're seeing around you. Linda sent me to you. Oh, so nice. So nice. I'm done with my readings today, but I am going to do some of these readings. If you are looking for, I also do personal readings. So if you guys want personal readings, you can go to Peace-Serenity. I absolutely love doing private readings for people. So I do them on here as well. But I also do them through my website. So today what I'm going to do, thank you guys for having good manners and listening. I'm going to do James Van Praagh, Thinking of Heaven cards. These might be backwards for you guys. Let me see if I can change it around here. I might be able to mirror it. I never know how this works when you mirror the videos, because you have to like put it somewhere else. But the way this is going to work is I'm just going to pull free cards for people and give you little messages. So if you want to go ahead and put a heart with your name in the comments, then I can pull a card for you. Thank you guys for being here. Dina. I am at rest with family, and for some reason I feel like this is a pet. I honestly see like it's either a cat or a little dog. And we don't think of our pets as crossing over with family, but they are there. They are there. Sandy. My death was painless. Please don't worry about me or feel any guilt. And this happens a lot when we couldn't make it in time. We couldn't make it there. We're on a plane, we were trying, or we didn't know it was that serious, or we left and we went to go get coffee or something to eat finally, and then we were only gone for 5 minutes and they passed away. So this is what I call jumping, and they just want you to forgive yourself. Okay, Elena, I saw that. I'm gonna say, I know this says it was my time to go, but I do feel that when someone crossed over, now they're here to help you, or they weren't able to help you on this planet. So Elena, I don't know if your dad has crossed, or if when you were married, your father-in-law has crossed over, but someone who was not able to help you on the physical world here, whether they didn't help you speak up, or they saw you being wrongfully treated and didn't make any changes, they're now helping you on the other side. So this also reminds me of that poem that they say when someone calls upon help from heaven and they're like, you left me alone, there was just my footprints in the sand, and they said, no, I was carrying you. So to me, this card means that you are being carried, that certain people passed away when they did so they could be of help on the other side. And try to have fun with this. Everything seems so serious. It seems so serious. Go on a walk outside. They tell me you don't like being around a lot of people, but 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it doesn't have to be a lot. Go for a drive, listen to music. Like, everything's too serious. Reminds me of like when I was having my child and they were like, the birth is too intense, we're gonna have to give you an epidural. And I was like, I don't want an epidural, I've been pushing for 10 hours. And then they gave me the epidural and I had the baby within 2 hours. Roxy, I see you. Oh, Roxy, this also makes me feel, are you a photographer, Roxy? Remember me by the happy memories we created. Roxy, I don't know if you were, you're welcome, Elena. I don't know if you were in charge of putting together a photo album or a slideshow for someone who's passed, but I have to tell you that they absolutely loved it. They loved it. Elizabeth, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. This also means when we're looking at our life and it's unfolding, it doesn't make sense. So Elizabeth, your path is going to make more sense in reverse. And I keep hearing, this is so funny, I hear a guy's voice that makes me feel like a grandfather, but he feels like short. You know how, not as short as Danny DeVito, so I don't know if it's Elizabeth, if you have a Danny in your family, or why he's showing me a short grandfather, but I am seeing that. And I keep hearing, Elizabeth, that you haven't been a rule follower and you're not supposed to, so stop trying to follow these made-up rules to live your life, because it's just going to keep you in a box. Like, it reminds me of like middle school I didn't like, elementary, high school I didn't like, and I tried to do things this way. Stop trying to be ordinary. You're not ordinary. Make up your own rules as you go. Sheila, oh Sheila. And it says you have nothing to feel guilty about. Sheila, in your family, you were the empath, and a lot of people said, oh, thanks, Kim. Thanks for your help. You guys, can you please follow Kim and send her love to her doggie, Maggie? We're hoping for a miracle, for some prayers. Thanks, Kim, for everything you do. So Sheila, if you were brought up in a family where you were very emotional and you were the one seeing like you guys are doing the wrong thing and why is this happening, and no, we should be doing things this way, and you were meant to feel bad about your feelings or speaking up, you have a loved one on the other side. I don't know why I keep seeing Lillian? It's a double L name, and they're saying that they've got your back and that you were right the whole time. Sometimes when we speak up, when we're the empath, we are the black sheep of the family. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then they come through and they're like, I'm so sorry. So Leah, believe in yourself. You can do it. Are you having some doubt lately, Leah? And if so, what is going on with that? Leah, you gotta help. You're welcome, Sheila. You have to have more self-confidence. You know, courage doesn't come before we do something, does it? We do the thing and then we have the courage. So you got to believe in yourself. Every morning I wake up, no matter what's happened, no matter what I've accomplished, what I'm doing, and I say, Julie, I am so proud of you. You're doing such a good job and I love you so much. Lori, here we go for you. I am so much better now. I am so much better now. So you really did help someone cross over. And when I see this and it's a rainbow, I want to feel like a rainbow bridge. So I don't know if you helped a pet cross over, but that reminds me of a rainbow bridge. Do you know what I mean? Somewhere over the rainbow. And if you haven't gotten a card yet, please let me know by putting a little heart in the comments. You're so welcome. You're welcome. Danny! Is it Danny or Danny? Oh my gosh, you got the same card. You're welcome, Leah. I am so much better now. When I hear this song, this is so fun. When I hear this, I also hear the song. Do you guys ever see Legally Blonde? They have the musical, and it's like, I am so much better than before. Dun, 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 dun. So she wanted to be with Warner, but then he chose somebody else, and then she went to law school to try to prove herself, and then she realized what a putz he was, and then she's like, I'm so much better. So Danny, I keep hearing, you need to listen to that song, I'm so much better than before. So here you are crying because something didn't work out and you want this person back, and they're like, rejection is protection, you are so much better off. And you have the rainbow bridge, so you lost your furry girl. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is there an Elizabeth or a Beth? Bethany? Elizabeth? Bethany? She was your soulmate. Oh, I want to send you a big hug. I have this big problem with that mirror thing. I do not realize like one eyebrow is higher than the other. I don't know. I don't like looking at it. It looks weird to me. You're welcome, Patricia. Thank you. Just know that did you actually hold her in a blanket and sing, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine? Because I hear that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You know how we see the mirror effect? I'm like, I feel like I'm looking at someone else. I don't know who that is. I hear singing and I feel like I'm being rocked and I have no pain. I have no pain. Thank you, Julie. My mom's sang that song to me, and I told my puppy to go to Nanny when she crossed. How would I know that? See, she's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, Elena, I appreciate you. Thank you. So this is your way to let you know she's at peace and you did the right thing, and you took her everywhere. It was always you two together. Do you know what I mean? It was just, hold on one second. I will, 1 second, MFC, thank you. Go back to Danny. Is there a thing with Teletubbies? Say it again. Poe from Teletubbies. This makes no sense to me. I keep seeing Teletubbies. I don't know if you watched that when you were little, but I hear Poe. Is Poe the yellow one? I don't know why I keep hearing this. Danny, I hope you're still on here. I need to know where this lands and where this comes from. Yes, she went with me everywhere. My daughters loved Teletubbies. Oh my gosh, I just keep seeing that. So I don't know if she watched that with your daughters or why I just keep hearing Teletubbies song, but she's showing me that. This is so funny, but particularly like Poe, I don't know why. So I don't know if someone's name was that, if that was one of your daughter's favorite, but this is your little loved one's way of letting me know to tell you she's over there and she's okay. And there's like a Bethany. It can be the name of a town too, but it's like that. So just so you know, this is her way of coming through. I'm so glad you tuned in. I don't know if you were planning on coming on today, but she is 100% okay. She's frolicking through a field chasing butterflies. Like she's got her body back. She was in pain for a very, very long time. I don't know if she had been descending for 6 months or if she passed on the 6th month, but just know she's more than okay. She loves her mommy. She'll be there watching over you every step of the way. You're welcome. So I always say I do these readings to let you know their love for you never dies. It's always existing. Yes, she had cancer. Yep. Otherwise she would, she held on for so long. Do you know what I mean? She held on for so long for you. I just pulled a card for you. Are you kidding me? I'm going to start crying. I was like, I'm going to pull one more card. You just said you're soulmates. I know this is backwards, but sweetie, you got to, like, can you screenshot this? Here, let me, hold on. We got to do this right. Hold on. This is worth it. Sweetie, you've got to screenshot that. I was like, she needs one more card. Didn't you say we are soulmates? Didn't you say that? She's like, we sure are. And this is like Plumeria. So I don't know if you need, like, you need a trip to Hawaii or if you need to relax now, but this is it. You're welcome. She's making me cry. She literally said you need to pull. Did the wrong thing. Sorry, muted the microphone. See? We love her. We love her. Can you tell me her name, please? Where's the B name or the Bethany? Bethany? Beaver? Like, I don't know where this name is coming from. Sorry guys, I am gonna pull some cards for everybody. Just that was so special. That was so special. Her name was Django. I don't know a Beth, but I will think. Okay, thanks. Something like Elizabeth, Beth, and it can be first, middle name, but they'll show like that, okay? You're so welcome. That's crazy to me. She was like, pull one more card, and it's the soulmate card. She's with you, she's with you. Oh, so Mary, MFC, if you're still here, Mary, is your dad crossed over? Mary, keep hearing. Oh, see, that's it. Stacy. And for Mary, MFC, I hear this. There is no such thing as death. So I don't know if you had a situation where you were brought up in an organized religion, which is totally fine, because there's nothing ever wrong with that. But if it was limited in the thinking of like afterlife or spiritually, so I feel like you're transitioning from, because I see 555, transitioning from thinking a certain way to being more spiritual. Does that make sense to you, Mary? MFC? Because I see that. So Stacy, so that's why right when you came on, I started hearing that. Oh, I love this. I'm sending you signs from nature. And I know this is backwards, but I love this. And this also means like the butterfly is transformed from caterpillar into a butterfly, which is a miracle in itself. But upon doing so, people think that this is such a beautiful process. And though it is, and butterflies are amazing as far as to look at, they spend a lot of time in darkness and in the cocoon. And I'm sure they start to think, is this ever going to change? And it is. And then I hear to make a wish happening every day. The butterfly is my symbol, not only for myself, but my, yes, grandmother. So good. I'm so glad they're coming through for you. Caroline, I saw you earlier. Hold on one second. Caroline. Gosh, this is coming up for you too. I'm totally shuffling the cards. There's no such thing as death. I have a feeling a lot of you are going through a change in your belief system or change in being like more open to how this works with once spirits pass away, that their body has dissipated but their spirit is very much still alive. So I want to remind you guys, I do have this book, it's backwards, but I do have this book called I Am Home. It's on Amazon and it's on Kindle or paperback, and it's a book that I wrote to help people through a time of grieving, or if they want to be more educated on how this process works, on how to look for signs, or if you just want to see some readings that I did. Claudia, let's see. Claudia. I send you signs through nature. This is the same one I just had. Is it not? No. Yeah. A lot of you are like so like-minded. So Claudia, this is so funny because I literally just shuffled these and I pulled this card again. And I had it for Stacy, who's right above you, but I was telling her the same thing I'm saying. Yes, and you saw a white butterfly this morning. Yes. So Carol, I saw your, this came up for you, Carol, for some reason. There's no such thing as death. So when we're mourning people and we think, I'll never see them again, their body has dissipated, but their spirit is very much still alive. And I don't know if a lot of you follow Nurse Julie. She's a hospice nurse. She talks a lot about how loved ones start to come forward to talk about their loved ones before they cross over. Cassie, I would love to see that. I keep hearing, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And I don't know if you live by water, if you need to go over to the ocean and have some time to think, but I can see this for you. It's time to go on an adventure. Bring your journal, bring your books, get room service, just really receive. Feels like you've been giving for a long time, waiting for the tides to turn. And sometimes we need to do a jump and give radical changes to our life and do radical giving to ourselves in order to break those habits. You're welcome, Carol. Molly, you have nothing to feel guilty about. If you were brought up in a family that was teaching you that it's not okay to be the way that you are, whether it's an empath or you were just different or the black sheep of the family, just know that this is your decade. This is your decade for our empaths and light workers and other people to truly share their gifts. And where being sensitive was looked upon or frowned upon before, now just know your sensitivity is a gift. You're a superhero, and it takes courage to share feelings. So sometimes, unfortunately, our family is not comfortable with that. So it's like a soul group. Find your soul group, right, Molly, where you're feeling comfortable. And see, there goes the Elizabeth again. Elizabeth, Beth, yes. A lot of dysfunction in that family, but it's so weird. Sometimes, do you ever feel, Molly, like you were adopted? You're like, why am I in this family? I don't see things the way that you guys do at all. I must not belong to this family. And sometimes the healer or the empath, the light worker, doesn't feel like such an empath or a light worker. They feel beaten down or depressed because they're so different than their family. And I'm just letting you know, me too. I have siblings that are like, I don't believe in that stuff. They're fine that I do it, but they don't want to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So a lot of you don't know is I went to Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo, and I graduated with my 4-year degree in psychology. So I was going to be a counselor. And then I had a spiritual awakening, and Spirit was like, oh, I'm glad you went through the counseling, so you know, like, not to displace like your energy on other people, but I just want you to know you're not going to be doing that. I'm so different from my family. Yeah, me too, Alina. I was the black sheep, the weird one. Yet at the same time, you're usually the one that everybody calls on to lean on to help things, to fix things, because they're like, Alina will do it, Molly will do it, and you're like, yeah, I will, but I don't want to be yelled at when something goes wrong. So there's that like dynamic of, that's why they're saying you have nothing to feel guilty about, just let it go. It's like the Frozen song, let it go, let it go. Jane too. Yeah, Jan, I'm so sorry. Here, let's pull a card for you, Jan. Beautiful Jan, who does everything for everybody else. You know what, you guys, I admire all of you guys for being a giver, but let's declare today that we are no longer being a doormat. We're not going to be a servant anymore, which means we run around like a chicken with our head cut off, taking care of everybody. But when it comes to ourselves, if we need something, we just get Campbell's soup and we're fine. Do you know what I mean? I literally said that today about myself being the black sheep of the family. My friend, everyone comes to me. Yes. So if they would have known differently, like Maya Angelou says, they would have done differently, right, Stacy? They would have done differently. She told me that yesterday. So we're just cleansing and changing, and we need a lot of courage, and we need a great amount of love for ourselves. Yeah, amen, she says. So even if you can't go get a massage or get your nails done, you can get rose petals. Trader Joe's has the cheapest flowers I know, Safeway, and you can put some flowers in the bathtub and give yourself a beautiful cleansing bath with some sea salt, Epsom salt, baking soda as long as it's aluminum free, to cleanse your body. We're all going, hi Sissy, we're all going through a huge change right now, and we just have to up our self-care. Someone always sends me dimes. Who do you think? Leah, can I tell you, you have a lot of masculine energy in your family. Are you the first one to do what it is that you're doing? Yeah, it sounds wonderful. Because there's a lot of masculine energy. So when you say someone's sending you dimes, I saw a man. I don't know, but I built. You are. No, this is like, I saw a man on the other side. He's making me feel like in your family there's been a lot of masculine energy, meaning like, oh, well, I have to ask my husband if I can do that, or I have to ask daddy if I can buy that for us. Like, it feels like a lot of power was given to masculine energy, and you're in here like, I need something, I'm gonna get it. And so, and there's a Jim or John, there's a J name coming through. And this is what I talk about again. This is a good book for you to read to see kind of what I'm seeing in my reading. That everybody does a life review. They're either happy of their life or they're not. And this person did a life review, and I feel alcoholism too. Yeah, say it one more time. And they did a life review. Yeah, I don't do rules. I'm the boss. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That everybody else before you, they did. They were very passive. That's how I'm feeling. Not passive, but always asking. There was a lot of like, well, your dad said we can't do that, so I'm not going to buy that house, even though that was my favorite. Do you understand what I'm saying? And there's a John, James, Jim. There's a J name coming through, and I also see alcoholism. So as they crossed over, they looked at their life and they said, if I would have done differently, you would have even more courage. There's something about you're very courageous, but there's something about doubting if you can go to the next level. Doubting. I don't know why I keep hearing that. And doubting Thomas. Yeah, unless there's a Thomas. So they're just trying to let you know that you can do this. You can persevere. Do the action first. The courage will come after. I'm never enough for anyone to love. I know that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. My father and father-in-law passed away. Can you tell me who's helping me with the name? I don't know if I can hear their name. I'll just tell you that if there was a divorce, your father-in-law is bringing that up. And if you got wrongfully treated in that separation/divorce, he's helping you now. It doesn't make me feel like he was a very helpful person here, and you married into a family who liked how it looked on the outside, but they feel very cultish, meaning there was a lot of skeletons in their closet, and you didn't know that going into the marriage. So now's the time to read books on narcissist and gaslighting, and look up the YouTube video. It says a relationship between a narcissist and an empath, so you can kind of gain your confidence back, because that kind of relationship shakes you. And I only know that because I went through that same thing, and I had to give up. I just said, take everything. It was like, just take it. I'll start over. I cannot be in this relationship anymore. Thank you. I was just wondering, I was who is sending dimes, because I always find dimes. Feels like masculine energy, and I just keep getting a J name. It can be G, J or G comes with it. They both sound the same to me. Does that make sense, Elena? So I would say father-in-law. Father-in-law seems like, because this is his karma. Do you know what I mean? This is his karma. But I was, your mom's mom is crossed over, right? Your mom's mom. When you find dimes, come in to thank, yes, to thank the universe for abundance. Yes. Leah, that makes sense. Perfect. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I've been working on a couple things. Kim, the moderator, had to go. Please say prayers for her puppy's name is Maggie. Just send energy. For some reason, she's not eating, so we're just hoping that her intestinal tract, everything gets better. She will be, Kim will be coming out here. We will be going live together so you guys can see. I feel like I was the fault for the divorce happen. No, you're not. An empath and a narcissist, if you have a relationship, if an empath has a relationship with a narcissist can have a DUI, kill somebody, get arrested, and within 45 minutes, they can have the empath apologizing for their action. They're very sneaky. They're very manipulative. So look up gaslighting with an empath and a narcissist, and you'll be like, that was us. They're very sneaky. It was not your fault. You were easy to love. They were liars and cheater, very sneaky. I don't like their energy at all. Thank you, Sheila. So I am putting together a class. If you want to meet like-minded people, please follow my page. If you're not following me already, it's right here. That's where I'm going to be listing everything about the classes. Hi, Riri. I'm having a great day, honey. But I am going to be putting some classes together if you wonder if you're an empath or something like that. Yeah, she has that right now, Jan. Thank you. That's not working either. She's just, so I'll figure that out. Okay. And Riri, before I go, this is for you. I have a new understanding. But I feel like this is for you, to your brother. Like, when he passed, you didn't know that he was still alive in spirit, and now you do. And I don't think he would have believed in this stuff either. He's like, I wouldn't have believed in any of that. I didn't know that. Was your brother not a believer in any of this? He literally said, he goes, I would have thought that was a bunch of BS. Oh, this is so funny. I was like, I have a new understanding now. I'm like, oh, you're talking about her because she didn't believe in this stuff? He goes, no, me. I didn't. He said it would have been a crock of SHIT. So I'm not going to swear here, mister. You're going to have to, you're going to have to clean up your act. Yeah, I know. But he has a new understanding, so he sees now, you know? Yeah. This is in left field, and I'm ready to pull back just to go take the doggies on a walk and to cleanse my energy. But I just have to ask you, Riri, is there something about the sound of music? Like, do you guys have like that many kids? Did your mom dress you guys all like the same? Was that somebody's favorite movie? I just heard dun 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 with the sound of music, like from the Sound of Music. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Does this mean anything to you? I have to say everything that they want me to share, and that means nothing to me, but I just kept hearing it. Yes, 6 kids in the family, and we were close like that, like all in a row, matching. Okay. He's so funny. Just know that's what he's saying it was like. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Somebody have a cat or somebody named Oliver? I'm trying to pull back here and they just keep chatting, so I'm just trying my best. Oliver. Oliver? Oliver? Oliver is your son? That's so funny. They're all, before you go, say Oliver. I'm like, okay, I'll say Oliver. There's something about you and J.K. Rowling. I just keep seeing that because they showed me the train and then they showed me you. I'd love that, Riri. I would love to schedule. And for you and your mom, I do Zoom calls. Those work really well because then they're videotaped and are recorded on Zoom. I put them over on YouTube, but I list them as private. Nobody can see it. So then it's for you to watch over and over again. So I do have those. I would love to do that for you guys. So funny. Your brother's hilarious to sing The Sound of Music. All right, you guys. And you must have had like some funny overalls too. That's funny. Yeah. I would love it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Blessings to everybody. I always do these readings as a reminder to let you know that the body dissipates, but the spirit is love, and it's eternal and always around you. If someone crossed over, they're never stuck. That's not a thing. Don't ever let a medium tell you that. We come from this loving source. You get to define what that source is. Some people call it heaven. Some people call it the universe. Some people call it home. Some people call it the other side. That's up to you. But there is a loving source that's a higher power. It's always around us. It's where we come from. When we come to the earth plane, we spend time here, we cross over, and we go back there. And that's where they are, waiting for you, watching over you. And there's a thin veil from where they are to where we are. So they're always trying to show you signs that they're around you. Don't need a medium to communicate with your family. My best advice to you is get a journal and write, "Dear Mom, dear Dad, dear Grandma, dear Nana, please show me what I need to know about my life." And just keep writing that over and over again. Automatic writing and journaling is the best way to get you to communicate and to be open with the other side. But it's like working out. It doesn't happen overnight. Try it for 30 or 40 days, and I promise you, you'll start to say, oh my gosh, I'm seeing more signs, or I'm feeling them around me. Oh, I'm glad, Elena. She says, I always feel better when I see you. Good, I'm so glad. Sending you guys love. Take care. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you later, alligator.